class we were solving the problem, or we were doing the analysis of damped free vibration of a critically damped system. So when the system is critically damped system, S1 equal to S2 equal to minus C by 2m, we did all these things. We found out the value of C1 and C2, and there was a small mistake while writing down the solution. While writing down the value of C2 here, we missed this U0, and that's why we got some erratic result, and I had to stop the lecture in between. So please note that correction. So U of t, that is the position of mass with reference to time, is given as e raised to minus c upon 2mt u0 plus u0 dot plus c into u0 upon 2m times t. So what is u0? U0 is the position of the mass at time t equal to 0 from mean position. So you know that this value is u0. And then what is the value of u0 dot? U0 dot is nothing but the velocity at time t equal to 0. So time t equal to 0 corresponds to this position of the mass. So at that time velocity is 0 in this particular case, but u0 dot is the notation for this initial velocity. So that is u0 dot. So we have got the solution in terms of all known quantities. And we already know that the value of C here is C star, because we are talking about the critically damped system. So we know that C equal to C star. And I have shown here that C star or C is equal to 2 root mk. So this is equal to 2 root mk. How did I arrive at this? So for a system to be critically damped system, uh, we have this c square upon 4m square is equal to 4mk upon 4m square, or in other words 1 upon 4 c by m bracket square minus k by m equal to 0. And from that we have got the value of c star. Are you with me till this point? Please type your response in chat box, then we can go ahead. So this was the mathematical part of the solution, and the solution is given in this format. Are you clear with the solution till now? Please type your response in chat box, then we can go ahead. Yeah, so people are saying yes. So now let us further simplify this solution so that we can plot it in Excel. So how do I simplify this solution? U of t is equal to, now this C is 200 that we have calculated knowing the value of m and k. So therefore C is equal to 200. If I substitute here 200 upon 20, that becomes 10. So it is going to be e raised to minus 10t, where t is in seconds, into bracket u0 plus u0 dot is 0. Because the system started from rest, the velocity at time t equal to 0 in this particular case was 0. Therefore, I have substituted 0 there. Then this c into 0.05 by c is 200. 200 by 20 is 10. 10 multiplied by 0.05. What is 0.05 or 0. To be precise, instead of saying 0.05, I will say it is u0. As I said, u0 was missing here, so that u0 I need to add here. So this multiplied by u0. Similarly here, this 10t will be multiplied by u0. I hope you have understood this step. Now, so this is the solution, and we have taken certain values. M is equal to 10 kg, K equal to 1000 Newton per meter, and U0 is 50 mm and 100 mm. We are considering two cases. In first case, U0 equal to 50 mm. In second case, we have stretched mass far beyond, and U0 is equal to 100 mm. So what is the problem that what are the problems that we are dealing with? Problem number one, I stretch this mass towards right by 50 mm, and then I leave it and I observe how does it move. And in case number two, I stretch this mass by 100 mm and I release it and I observe how the position of the mass changes with reference to time. This is what is we are trying to solve. Are you with me till this point? Please type your response in chat box. Once you type the response, then I can go ahead. Okay, Vedant says yes. Others try to take part in the class discussion. Which says yes. What about Suyesh, Rajarshi, Shreyas? Okay. So I assume that you have understood till this part. So this is the solution now. And in this particular case, we can plot this solution on Excel. तो कैसे plot करना है? So that's what I have done. So देखो पहले अनडैम्ड सिस्टम का हमने ऑलरेडी किया है. So for undammed system, this is the case where U0 is 50 mm and this is the case where U0 is 100 mm. We have already plotted the solution. For U0 equal to 50 mm, the solution is shown by these blue lines, and for U0 equal to 100 mm, the solution is shown by red lines. So we know that for undamped system, the system will keep on oscillating forever, which is not practically true. So we have to model damping. And now we are considering a critically damped case. So in critically damped case, what is the solution? So just have a look at this formula here, which has been written. I hope you are able to see that. Are you able to read the formula? Reply in chat box if you are able to read the formula. Say yes, we can read. Please type your answer in chat box. Are you able to see the formula? Yes. So look at what is the formula. Exponential, that means e raised to minus 10 times a4. What is a4? In column A, I have listed down the values of time. So time runs from 0 seconds, 0.01 second, so on and so forth. So therefore, when I say it is A4, that means it is e raised to minus 10t. So is this the solution? So have a look at this solution. It is e raised to minus 10t is the first part. And then in bracket, you have U0. So let me show you in the bracket, you have 50 upon 1000. That is U0, 50 mm. So 50 upon 1000 meter, that is U0. Then you have plus 10 into T into U0. So let us have a look at this. So 10 into U0, that is 50 by 1000, into A4. A4 is nothing but T. So therefore, in a way, I have calculated the value of solution at time T equal to 0 here. Similarly, at this point, I have calculated the value at time T equal to 0.01 second. Then at time T equal to 0.02 seconds, the solution, the value of U is this 0.4912. Are you able to understand what I have done? Please type your response in chat box. Type your response in chat box, then I can proceed. Shreyas, Suyog, Vedang, have you understood what I have done?
So can you repeat?
Yeah, sure. So are you, Vedang, are you able to see the formula here? In the address, Vedang, keep yourself unmuted. Are you able to see the formula? It's
Yes,
bit
sir.
odd. It's bit odd to explain the query when you're chatting. So instead of that, keep yourself unmuted for some time. So look at this formula. The first term is exponential in the bracket minus 10 into A4. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
What is A4? Tell me. Column A, it's fourth row. So what is element
Yes.
A4? It is nothing but time. Do you agree with me?
Yes. Yes.
If I take this to the next cell, it becomes A5. Are you with me?
Yes.
If I take it to next cell, it becomes A6.
Yes.
So what essentially I am doing? Exponential minus 10 times t. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So is this the first part of the solution? जरा देखो यहाँ पे exponential minus 10t. Happy?
Yes.
What is the second part of the solution? This multiplied by U0. But what is the value of U0? Tell me. In first case, it is 50 by 1000. In second case,
Yes.
it is 100 by 1000. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So now have a look at this formula. So this multiplied by 50 by 1000 is U0. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
What is the next term here? 10 into U0 into T. Agreed?
Yes.
So plus 10 into U0, 50 by 1000. Happy?
Yes.
Into T. T is nothing but A4. When I go to the next cell, it becomes A5. When I go to the next cell, it becomes A6. So essentially, I am multiplying it by the time. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So does all do all these values represent the solution u of t when the
Yes.
system is stretched by 50 mm
Yes.
towards right? Yes. Now, if the system is stretched by 100 mm towards right, what will be the solution? The only difference will be u0. Do you agree with me? Everything else will
Yes.
remain same. So see here, wherever there was u0, I have replaced it by 100 by 1000. Happy?
Yes.
Everything else is same. So this column D represents the free vibration of critically damped system when the mass is pulled by 50 mm towards right, whereas column E represents the response of a critically damped system when the mass is pulled by 100 mm towards right. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now can we plot this response as a function of time? The answer is yes. So देखो यहाँ पे मैंने plot किया है. Just like we plotted undamped free vibration. Now let me keep some consistency. So let me also select this line type as dotted. Just give me a second. Yes. So this dotted red line represents the response free vibration of undamped system when the mass is pulled by 100 mm, whereas this thick blue line represented the response of a system, undamped system, when the mass was pulled by 50 mm towards right. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And what is the observation? The system doesn't stop. It keeps on oscillating forever in both the cases. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Second observation, the period of the signal does not change. Whether I move it by 50 mm or 100 mm, it is going to vibrate with the same frequency forever.
Yes.
Third observation, the system travels across the mean position on either sides. Do you agree with me? The mass travels across the mean position on either sides. Agreed?
Yes.
Now, as against this, now let us do the same exercise. So I am going to now plot the response of critically damped system. So are you able to see this plot? What is
Yes,
this
sir.
red line? This red line is the response of a critically damped system when it is pulled towards right by 100 mm. Are you with me?
Yes.
So you can see when I click this red line, which column got selected? Column E, which represents the response of damped system, critically damped system, when the mass is pulled towards right by 100 mm. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So earlier graph was without damping. Now this graph is with damping, but not any value of damping. It is critically damped system. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And this, can you see this blue line?
Yes, sir.
That blue line is a response of critically damped system with same parameters, but when pulled towards right by 50 mm. Agreed?
Yes.
So देखो, at time t equal to 0, from where does the system starts? The system with red line. It starts from displacement of 0.1, that is 100 mm towards right. Are you with me?
Yes.
That displacement goes on reducing and it becomes asymptotic to x-axis at very large time. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
This value is not 0, it is approaching towards 0. That you can observe in this column. Dekho, even at the end, the value is very small. It is 7.3 into 10 raised to minus 91. Are you with me?
Yes.
It
Yes.
is very small, but it has not reached the 0 and it has not gone to the negative side. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, for the system which started from 50 mm towards right, I had stretched the system only by 50 mm. There also at the similar time, the value is 3.6 into 10 power minus 91. Very small value. It is approaching to 0, but it has not become 0. It has never crossed 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the striking difference between a response of undamped system and critically damped system to a initial disturbance? Can you make a comment? Yes, Vedant. Can I have Vedant?
So from
Have
the
you-
graph, we can see that the pattern is being the same.
No, where is it same? No, I'm not comparing uh, two critically damped systems, one moved by 100 mm and another moved by 50 mm. That is not the comparison. I am comparing a critically damped system where the mass is taken towards right by 100 mm and then released, and I am comparing a undamped system where the mass is taken towards right by 100 mm and released. When it is undamped system, you will see that the mass crosses the mean position and keeps on oscillating about the mean position. Are you with
Yes,
me? Forever, for
yes,
eternity. Whereas in case of a critically damped system, the mass never crosses the mean position. Do you agree
right,
with me?
right, sir.
When you pull it towards right by 100 mm, it never crosses the mean position. At the most, it can come back to the mean position at time t equal to infinity. Happy?
Right, sir.
So this also can be seen from the nature of the very nature of the expression. See, when t tends to infinity, this term e raised to minus 10t will turn to e raised to minus infinity. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And e raised to minus infinity is 0. Happy? E raised to minus infinity is 1 upon e raised to infinity. So it is 1 upon infinity. So it is 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So when this term becomes 0, the entire response becomes 0. So only at time t equal to infinity, the system would come to its mean position. Do you agree with me?
Right, sir.
Because u will become 0. But otherwise, it is never going to cross the mean position. So what are the observations? Whenever the system is critically damped, there are no oscillations about mean position. Do you agree with me?
Right, sir.
You disturb the system, at the most what can happen is it can come back to its mean position at time t equal to infinity, but it is never
Right.
going to cross the mean position. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So no oscillations about the mean position is the first characteristic of free vibration of critically damped system. Critically damped system मतलब क्या? जिसका damping की value 2 root mk इतनी है. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what is the another observation? The system started from 0.1 meter, that is 100 mm. Mass 100 mm, mass was at 100 mm. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
And then uh, it starts approaching the mean position initially at a faster rate. Dekho, there is exponential decay. Do you see that?
Yes.
Initially, it approaches the mean position at very fast speed, but eventually that speed slows down and it becomes asymptotic to x-axis. Happy?
Yes.
This is the second observation that we can make. It exhibits the exponential decay of displacement. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. And u tends to 0 when t tends to infinity. So system will come to at the most mean position at time t equal to infinity. Happy?
Yes.
These are the three observations that we make for a critically damped system. ये observations दिमाग में रखना. अब हम क्या करने वाले हैं? See, we are not much interested in this mathematics. Mathematics तो है, एक बार उसको differential equation को solve करना है. We are much more interested in the physical interpretations. Are you with me? As
Yes,
in
sir.
here. Okay. So what I am going to do now is I am going to consider a equation mu double dot plus cu dot plus ku equal to 0, which is the equation of motion of this mass which is displaced by u0 at time t equal to 0. Do you agree with me? Towards right.
Yes.
ये इसका equation of motion है. This equation we have obtained from Newton's second law. Are you with me?
Yes.
So applied mechanics से ज्यादा कुछ नहीं कर रहे. We have simply applied Newton's second law to the free body diagram of the mass at time t, and we have written down this equation. So this is the equation of motion obtained from Newton's second law. The same equation can also be obtained by D'Alembert's principle. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And this being the second order differential equation, we need to have two boundary conditions. So what are the boundary conditions? At time t equal to 0, u of 0 is u0. Are you with me? We have stretched the mass by some amount. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So u of 0 is u0, and u dot of 0, that means velocity at time t equal to 0. Hello?
Right, sir. Yes, sir.
Velocity at time t equal to 0, we have denoted it as u0 dot. In this particular case, as I am stretching the mass and then I am leaving it, therefore at time t equal to 0, u0 dot is 0 in this particular case, but it did not be so. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So we have found out its solution in terms of u0 as well as u0 dot. Later on, we can always substitute u0 dot as 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now, the solution of this equation depends upon whether the system is critically damped, over damped, or under damped. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
हाँ, तो critically damped system का हमने analysis किया है. So what are the conditions that make the system critically damped? So system critically damped होने के लिए we know that this is the condition 1/4 c by m square minus k by m equal to 0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
This condition has a corollary. This gives you this. So therefore the value of C, which we call as critical damping C star, becomes 2 root k by m. You simplify this, you will get this value. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And in this case, S1 and S2 both are minus C by 2m. Don't lose the focus. ये सब कहाँ से आ रहा है? तो हमने इस इक्वेशन में e raised to st ये solution डाला है. And then when I substitute u equal to e raised to st here in this differential equation, I get two roots of s. Those are s1 and s2. So minus c plus or minus square root of this. तो ये square root में जो quantity है वो zero हो जाए तो ये दोनों roots equal रहते हैं. Do you agree with me? Because plus minus sign is
Yes.
sitting here. If the square root के अंदर zero आ जाए तो plus minus zero doesn't make a difference. So then s1 becomes equal to s2, and that is what we call as critically damped system. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So therefore ये condition होना चाहिए क्या कि this quantity must be zero that depicts the critically damped system. Happy? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
तो ये quantity zero हो गया and then s1 becomes equal to s2 and it becomes minus c by 2m. And then what is the solution? Solution we have already found out. I have written it here. U of t, that means u as a function of t can be written as e raised to minus c by 2m, where c now I will write it as c star because it is now critical damping. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So here also I will write it as c star. So what is the solution? E raised to minus c star upon 2m times t into bracket u0 plus u0 dot plus c star into u0 upon 2m bracket complete times t bracket complete. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This is the solution. And we have also plotted this solution and we have compared it with the with undamped system. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what are we going to do? Now we are going to look at overdamped system. Happy? Are you with me, Vedant?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So the same equation is valid, but the only difference is, देखो ये equation तो वैसे के वैसे है. I substitute u equal to e raised to st as a solution. U dot becomes s e raised to st. U double dot becomes s square e raised to st. ये सारी चीजें वैसे की वैसे रहेगी. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
देन इस u डबल डॉट के लिए मैंने ये वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट किया, u डॉट के लिए ये वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट किया और k u के लिए ये वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट किया. सो आई कैन टेक e raised to st कॉमन एंड आई गेट ms स्क्वायर प्लस cs प्लस k इक्वल टू 0 एंड आई गेट s1 और s2 एज दिस. डू यू एग्री विद मी? यहां तक सब सेम है. सिस्टम ओवर डैम्प्ड हो, अंडर डैम्प्ड हो या फिर क्रिटिकली डैम्प्ड हो, यहां तक का
Yes.
जर्नी सेम है. आर यू विद मी?
Yes, sir.
नाउ ओनली द थिंग इज फॉर द सिस्टम and then I have taken this 2m minus c by 2m ऐसे लिख दिया, प्लस और माइनस ये 2m रूट के अंदर जाएगा तो 4m स्क्वायर हो जाएगा. सो इट इज c स्क्वायर अपॉन 4m स्क्वायर माइनस k by m because 4mk divided by 4m square gives you k by m. Are you with me?
Okay, bye. Yes, sir.
तो यहां तक का जर्नी सब सिस्टम्स का सेम ही है. नाउ unlike critical damping case where दिस रूट के अंदर जो भी क्वांटिटी था वो 0 होना जरूरी था क्रिटिकल डैम्पिंग के लिए. इंस्टेड ऑफ दैट, नाउ व्हाट वी से, c square upon 4m square is greater than k by m. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This happens for a overdam system. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Overdam system by definition. So we call this system as overdam when c square upon 4m square is greater than k by m. Happy?
Yes, sir.
What is its implication? So you are going to have this square root as some number. Do you agree with me? Real number.
Yes.
So it will be minus c by 2m plus that real number, and s2 will be minus c by 2m minus that real number. So s1 and s2 now are two distinct real numbers. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So s1 and s2 are no longer equal, they are distinct. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Not only that, they are real because square root के अंदर positive sign है. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Right.
So c minus c by 2m is real. उसमें अगर आप रियल नंबर ऐड कर दो तो रिजल्ट इज गोइंग टू बी रियल. उसमें से अगर आप रियल नंबर सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दो तो भी रियल नंबर होने वाला है. So we have s1 and s2 as two distinct roots which are real. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Now when c square, no, first of all let us write down the solution. So what is the solution now? So I can now write down the solution as either e raised to s1t or e raised to s2t. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
But we have to use two boundary conditions. So I can take the linear combination of these two solutions as a general solution. So I can write down u of t as c1 e raised to s1t. Happy? Plus c2 e raised to s2t. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So if this is the general solution, ये हमने critical dam system के लिए नहीं किया. क्यों नहीं किया? क्योंकि s1 और s2 दोनों इक्वल थे. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
तो फिर c1 और c1 c2 e raised to st कॉमन निकल जाता और ब्रैकेट में c1 plus c2 रह जाता. That will give you another constant c3. तो कोई मजा ही नहीं है. लेकिन यहाँ पे s1 and s2 are two distinct roots. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Chalo. So now how do I get the value of c1 and c2? Have we got the value of s1 and s2? Yes, s1 and s2 is known now in terms of c and m. Do you agree with me? C, m and k.
Yes.
So s1 and s2 are no longer unknowns, they are known quantities.
Yes.
What is not known is c1 and c2. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is c1 and what is c2? So what are we going to do? We are going to use boundary conditions. Happy?
Yes.
What does the first boundary condition say? U of 0 is u0. Happy?
Yes.
So now when I substitute t equal to 0 here, e raised to st becomes 1. E raised to s2t also becomes 1. Do you agree?
Yes.
U of 0 means u at time t equal to 0. Happy?
Yes.
Okay, so u0 becomes then equal to c1 plus c2. Agreed?
Yes.
This is equation number 1. Now, what is the next boundary condition? U dot at time t equal to 0 is u0 dot. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
And can you tell me what is u dot? Chalo bolo. C1 e raised to S1
S1T
t S1
S1. Yes.
plus S2
S2
C2
C2
e
E
raised to S,
raised S2T.
right? And I have
Yes,
to
sir.
substitute t equal to 0.
Yes, sir.
सही है ना? Because u dot of 0 मतलब u dot at t equal to 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So what do I get? What is the second equation that I have got? S1 C1 plus S2 C2 is equal to u0 dot.
Yes.
Happy? This is the second equation I have. S1 and S2 are known quantities. C1 and C2 are unknown quantities. U0 and U0 dot are known quantities. Only
Yes.
unknown in these two equations are C1 and C2. How do
C1
you solve
C2.
this equation? Tell me. So multiply first equation by S1. Happy?
Yes.
So I get S1 U0 is equal to S1 C1 plus S1 C2. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This is the third equation. How did I obtain third equation? By multiplying equation number 1 by S1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
And subtract 2 and 3. So what do you get? U0 dot minus S1 U0 is equal to, are you with me?
Yes, sir.
C2 common into bracket S2 minus S1. Agreed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the value of C2? Tell me. C2 is U0 dot
Dot minus S1
minus
U0.
S1 U0. कल जैसी कुछ भी गड़बड़ नहीं होनी चाहिए, जरा ठीक से देखो आप भी। मतलब मैं बहुत सारे कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक करता हूँ, आप ठीक से देखो। आई एम मोर फोकस्ड ऑन द कंसेप्चुअल पार्ट, कैलकुलेशन आप देखो। सो U0 डॉट माइनस S1 U0 अपॉन S2 माइनस S1. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
No mistake here, right? S2 is known, S1 is known, U0 is known, U0 dot is known. Therefore, this C2 now we have obtained in terms of all the known quantities. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Now substitute this 4 in equation 1. So what do you get? C1 is equal to U0 minus U0 dot minus S1 U0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Upon S2 minus S1. मिल गया कि नहीं ये वैल्यू
Yes, sir.
C1 की? Now you substitute these values of C1 and C2 back in the original equation. Solution. Where is the solution? Solution is this. So if you substitute the values of C1 and C2 here, you are done. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we are not going to do that. We are simply going to calculate these values of C1, C2, and then we are going to write down the solution in Excel. So what is our problem statement? The problem statement remains same. क्या है problem statement? जरा देखो. This is the problem statement. Are you with me? We have taken
Yes,
these
sir.
values of M. I am going to borrow the same values here. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So even for overdam system, I am going to consider the same values with only one change. क्रिटिकली डैम सिस्टम के लिए सी अगर 200 है तो ओवरडैम सिस्टम के लिए इससे थोड़ा ज्यादा होना चाहिए. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
सो अब ये जो 200 है उसके जगह पे हम 300 लेते हैं. सो इट ऑटोमेटिकली बिकम्स ओवरडैम सिस्टम. आर यू विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
कैसे हो जाएगा? हाउ आर यू श्योर? तो ओवरडैम सिस्टम के लिए हमें क्या चाहिए? ये चाहिए ना, इक्वेशन सेटिस्फाई होना. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Yes.
So what we will do is, in the worst case, c square upon 4m square must be equal to k by m. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
तो ये इधर चला जाएगा, तो सी स्क्वायर कितना बन जाएगा बोलो? 4,
C square is equal to 4m square k by m.
नहीं 4 km, that's all.
So actually, I have a doubt here.
Yes.
If we are directly canceling one of the m, so are we losing out on any roots?
Are we losing out?
On any roots?
No, I will tell you what you are trying to say. I understand. I will tell you that now. So c is equal to what? Plus or minus 2 root km. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
हाँ, लेकिन मैथमेटिक्स कुछ भी बोलेगा. c is damping. How can damping be negative?
Right.
तो जरा यहाँ पे ध्यान दो. What do we understand by damping? So suppose there is a piston here. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And which is surrounded by an non-ideal liquid. Are you
Yes,
with me?
sir.
Viscous liquid. So if I am trying to move this piston in this direction, isn't it but obvious that the drag force or the viscous damping force is going to be in opposite direction? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
अगर ये सी निगेटिव हो जाए तो बिल्कुल इसका उल्टा होगा, जो कि प्रैक्टिकली पॉसिबल नहीं है. आर यू विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
The direction of damping force must be against the direction of the velocity. It is but obvious, and therefore we cannot have minus sign for C. It is not possible.
Right.
Are you with me? So therefore we have to discard that root. Minus wala root discard kiya hai humne. Good that you asked. Are you with me?
Yes.
So looking at the physics of the problem, mathematics के हिसाब से जो रूट आते हैं उसमें से कुछ रूट हमें डिस्कार्ड करने पड़ते हैं. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay. So C is equal to plus 2 root k by m is the root that we accept. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is 2 root k by m? चलो बताओ. 2 into square root of k is 1000 Newton per meter and m is
Yes.
10. So it is going
10.
to be 200. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So when C equal to 200, C square upon 4m square is exactly equal to k by m. If I want C
Yes.
square upon 4m square greater than k by m, what should I do? I should increase C. Do you agree with me?
C should be more than 200.
So वो मैंने लिया है यहाँ. Are you with me?
Yes,
So
sir.
C equal to 300 satisfies this condition. I'm damn sure. So therefore this system is overdamped system. Are you with me?
Right. Yes, sir.
So when I take C is equal to 300 mm, 300 C square upon, yes, tell me, C square upon 4m square is going to come out to be greater than k by m. Happy?
Yes, sir.
For given choice of parameters, for given m and given k. Happy?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And now, what is the solution? So the first thing in the solution, I will have to calculate C1. Can I calculate C1? Chalo. C1 क्या है बोलो? U0. What is the value of U0? That is either 50 mm. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
That is either 50 mm or it is going to be 100 mm depending upon the problem. So one case में हमने ये 50 लिए है, दूसरे केस में ये 100 लिए है. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So it is going to be either 50 by 100 or 1000 or 100 by 50 by 1000 or 100 by 1000 meter. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
Minus. अब जरा देखो ये minus. What is the value of U0 dot? We know in this case U0 dot is 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So it is 0 minus S1 times U0 upon S2 minus S1. Do you agree with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So what is C1 now? Tell me. U0 minus S1 U0
S1 U0.
upon S2 minus S1. Happy?
Yes, sir.
What is the value of C2? Tell me. U0 dot, which is 0. Happy?
Yes.
Minus S1 into U0
Yes, sir.
upon
S2 minus S1.
S2 minus S1. So what is the value of C2? Tell me. S1 U0 upon S2 minus S1. Happy?
Sir, minus S1 U0.
Yes, minus S1 U0 upon S2 minus S1. Happy?
Yes.
Chalo, now tell me what is S1. What is the value of S1? Where is S1? Chalo. So I am going to borrow this value. Happy?
Yes.
So what is the value of S1? Tell me. Minus C, and I am going to say plus square root of C square upon 4m square minus k by m. And what is the value of S2? It is minus C upon
C by
2m minus
minus
square root of C
square
square
by 4m
by
square
4m
minus
square
k by m.
minus k by m. Happy?
Yes, sir.
We know all these values. What is the value of C? Tell me. 300. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So it is minus 300. What is the value of m?
10.
10 kg. So it is going to be minus 300 upon 20. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Plus square root of. What is the value of C square? 300 square. What is the value of 4 into 10 square?
Yes.
What is the value of K? 1000. कंसिस्टेंट सिस्टम ऑफ यूनिट होना चाहिए. ये न्यूटन में है तो मास केजी में होगा.
Yes, sir.
आर यू विथ मी?
Yes.
Chalo, tell me these numbers separately. Tell me how much is this? It is minus 15.
Yes.
Tell me how much is this? So do this calculation. 300 square upon 4 into 10 square minus 1000 by 10 and then take square root of it. Can you tell me the number what it is? 300 square. So it is going to be this divided by 100 into
Sir,
4.
5 root 5. 5 root 5.
No, tell me number. Yeah, tell me number.
11.25.
तीसरे डिजिट तक बोलना 11 point
25.
और तीसरा डिजिट nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, 11.25. So the S1 is going to be minus 15 plus 11.25. Tell me how much is that? कुछ गड़बड़ नहीं की है ना? ये गड़बड़ की
So
तो
minus 3.75.
I need independent confirmation. किसी और ने ये value 11.25 confirm करके बताओ. You can unmute and tell me, or you can tell me on chat box. Meanwhile, Vedang, you tell me the value. How much is this?
Minus 3.75.
3.75. And this value is going to be minus 15 minus 11.25. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So how much is that? Tell me.
Minus 26.25.
Minus 26.25. So somebody please give me the confirmation that it is 11.25.
So it is actually 11.20 roughly.
अरे ऐसे मत करो. Then I will have to check. 1 minute. Let me calculate. If the class doesn't participate, I am helpless. I can't do anything. 300 square upon 4 divided by 100 minus 100. So it turns out to be 1250 and its square root of answer. It is 11.18,
Okay, yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
So if it is 11.18, now tell me the new numbers. So minus 15 plus 11.18, how much is that?
Minus 3.82.
Minus 3.82, right? Minus 3.82 and minus 15 minus 11.18. How much is that?
26.18.
26.18. Is it? Yeah. So these are the two values of S1 and S2. Now, can I substitute these two values of S1 and S2 here and get C1 and C2 easily?
Yes, sir.
Agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So let us write down what is the value of C1. Tell me. C1 is going to be equal to U0 minus, what is S1? Minus 3.82. So this minus and this minus sign is going to nullify. So it is going to be 3.82 times U0. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
And in bracket, you are going to have S2 minus S1. So what is S2 and what is S1? So S2 is minus 26.18 minus S1. So it is going to be minus of minus. So it is going to be plus 3.82. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So now tell me how much is this constant? 3.82 upon 3.82 minus 26.18. Let me also do it with you. 3.82 divided by 3.82 minus 26.18. So has it turned out to be minus 0.17? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But U0 can be taken common now. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So it is going to be u0 into bracket 1 minus 0.17. So what is 1 minus 0.17? 0.83.
Yes, sir.
So C1 is 0.83 times u0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
u0. Done. What is the value of C2? Tell me. C2 is, yes, go ahead. This quantity remains as it is. Happy?
Yes, sir.
ये क्वांटिटी, सो ये क्वांटिटी की वैल्यू अभी तो हमने निकाली, वो है 0.17. डू यू एग्री विथ मी?
Yes, sir.
एंड दैट वैल्यू that is minus 0.17.
Yes, sir.
इज इट करेक्ट? माइनस साइन ही आएगा ना. S2 minus S1
Sir.
is negative.
Yes,
S1
sir.
is negative. That negative sign will get cancelled out. This negative sign will stay, and therefore
Okay.
this value is going to be minus 0.17 u0.
Yes, sir.
Agree with me? Happy?
Yes, sir. Right.
देखो कुछ कैलकुलेशन में गड़बड़ नहीं है ना? नहीं है, आई थिंक.
So I think it should be positive 0.17 if I'm
See, S1 is negative, right?
yes.
S1 is negative. S2 minus S1 turns out to be negative.
Yes.
That negative sign will get cancelled with the negative sign in the denominator.
Yes, sir.
But there is already one negative sign sitting outside.
Okay. Yes, right.
So it is minus 0.17 times u0. Correct?
Right. Right.
Okay. So if you agree on that, now it's really very simple. So what is the solution? The solution looks something like this. Take it.
Yes,
This
sir.
is the solution. So let me write down the solution here. Now for this example, can you tell me how does this solution look like? This
Actually, I
solution
have a
is,
doubt.
हाँ बोलो.
Actually, first we had stated that C1 plus C2 should be is equal to U0. So, but from the values which we have got, C1 plus C2 is not equal to U0 because 0.83 is positive and 0.17 is negative, sir. So I guess we have made a mistake in the sign somewhere.
Yeah, please, that's true. So क्या था हमारा equation? C1 plus C2 कहाँ गया?
Is equal to U0. Yes, sir, the number one.
Number one equation C1 plus C2 equal to U0. So देखो कहाँ mistake की है?
So I guess C2 should be positive.
Okay, let me check out 1 minute. C2 should be, what is the sign of S1? S1 is negative. What is the
Yes,
sign
sir.
of S2 minus S1?
Negative.
S2 minus S1 is negative, right?
Yes, sir. So the fraction becomes negative and then we have a negative sign outside. So negative of negative, we get positive.
No, how the fraction becomes negative? That's what I'm not getting. See, wait. C1 is equal to U0. Let us not make it positive here. I will write it as negative itself. So U0 minus 3.82 U0. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Divided by minus 26.18 plus 3.82. So minus
Yes, sir.
3.82 upon minus quantity. It is going to be positive. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
And then we have a negative sign sitting here.
Yes, sir.
And here also we have a negative. यहाँ कुछ गड़बड़ की है क्या? How did we arrive
Sir,
at C2?
sir, I guess C1 should have been minus of minus because sir, the formula I guess says U0 minus the entire of U0 dot minus S1 U0.
ये
It is
minus
a
of
big
minus
bracket.
है, so यहाँ पे plus होना चाहिए.
Right, right.
Right? No, yes, that's correct. So it is U0 plus this thing. So ये plus में आएगा. Am I right? So ये
Yes.
plus में आएगा. So it will be 1 plus 0.17. So it will be
Yes.
1.17. Am I right?
Yes. Yes, sir.
1.17. So C1 plus C2 is equal to U0, right?
Yes.
So C1, if I substitute here, C2 will become now U0 minus 1.17 U0. So C2 is correct, right?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, so चलो तो लिखते हैं solution. C1 is 1.17 U0. Happy? E raised to S1T. But what is the value of S1? Can you tell me? S1 is minus
Minus
3.8.
3.82.
So it is minus 3.82 times T. Happy? Plus, what is the value of C2?
Minus 0.17 U0.
C2 is minus
0.17 U0.
0.17 times U0 e raised to, what is S2? Minus 26.28. Minus
0.18.
26.18 times T. Happy?
Yes, sir.
This is the solution. है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
Now I am going to plot this solution in Excel, and that's where we are going to stop today. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So अभी हमने दो systems देखे. कौन कौन से दो systems देखे जरा बताओ. We have seen two systems. One is critically damped and another one is undamped. And now we are looking at overdamped system. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So let me merge these cells. 1 minute. Let me name it as overdamped system. And for overdamped system, C is equal to 300. That's what we have taken, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. And we are going to consider both the cases. One, when U0 is equal to 50 mm. That means we pull the mass towards right by 50 mm and leave. And second, U0 equal to 100 mm. So we pull the mass towards right by 100 mm and leave it. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now U has to be in meter. So I have said U in meter. And now what is the equation? So let me write down the solution. For first case, when U0 is equal to 50 mm, how does the solution look like? It is 1.17. देखो 1.17. Are you able to see what I am writing?
Yes, sir.
Multiplied by U0. What is the value of U0? 50 upon 1000.
Yes, sir.
Happy? This multiplied by. You need not put this in bracket. ये ब्रैकेट में रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Division occurs first and then multiplication occurs. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So 1.17 into 50 by 1000 ये हो गई U की वैल्यू, U0 की वैल्यू, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय एक्सपोनेंशियल. E रेस टू मतलब एक्सपोनेंशियल. E रेस टू क्या है बताओ? E रेस टू minus 3.82. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
3.82 into T. But what is T here? T is nothing but A4. Happy?
Yes.
This is the first part of the equation. What is the second part of solution? Minus 0.17. देखो minus 0.17. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Multiplied by U0. But what is the value of U0? 50 upon 1000. Happy?
1000.
Multiplied by exponential exp into bracket e raised to कितना है? Minus 26.18. Minus 26.18 into t. But t is nothing but A4.
A4.
In next cell, it will become A5. In the next cell, it will become A6. Happy?
Yes, sir.
So this is the solution. So this I have written down and I have to just double click here. So if you look at the formula here, it has become A5. Do you notice?
Yes, sir.
So therefore, we have obtained the solution. Now, let us go to this system. So essentially, the formula is going to remain same. Wherever it was 50, I will change it to 100. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
So formula remains same. I have copied the same formula. Wherever it was 50, I'm going to make it 100. Happy?
Yes, sir.
100. So the system starts from position 0.1, that is 100 mm. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Again, I am going to now plot. क्या plot करना है? So the first column, that is time. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Versus this column. So let me plot it. Just give me a second. This is how it looks like. Are you with me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
This is when the system is taken towards right by 50 mm. देखो 50 mm से चालू हुआ, exponentially decay starts and asymptotically it approaches 0. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Just give me a second. Now let me plot it for in the same graph. I'm going to add the data. So select data, add, and I'm going to select this. Just a second. And then I'm going to select this one. And I'm going to make this as dotted line. Are you with me? So that we
Yes, sir.
keep the same notations for all the graphs. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is the response now of which system?
Overdam.
Overdam system. Is it very similar to critically damped system?
Yes, sir.
Yes, but there are minor differences. Those differences we are going to elaborate in the next class. But let me name this one. So what is the name for this? So you have to go in layout. In layout, axis titles, primary axis, no, not axis titles, chart titles above the chart. And I'm going to name it as overdamped system. Overdamped system, which vibration? Free vibration. Are you with me?
Vibration.
Vibration. So essentially the graph looks something similar to critically damped system here as well. You are not going to have system crossing mean position. Do you agree with me? Oscillation nahi
Yes,
hai.
sir.
Unlike undamped system, there are no oscillation.
Overdam.
The system will approach to the mean position in the limit t tending to infinity. Happy?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what are we going to do at the end of today's class? So we are going to just summarize whatever we have done till now. So we are simply looking at a problem where we have mass m like this. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Which is connected to a spring of stiffness k. Happy? And a damping element of damping coefficient c. And it is fixed at the wall, let us say. And you are going to displace this mass by displacement u0 at time t equal to 0. So at time t equal to 0, the mass is occupying this position. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And then you are going to release it. The first response we obtained was for undamped system when this C was not there. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
In that case, this is the mean position where the spring is not stretched. The system will come back to mean position, will go on the other side, will come back to mean position, go on the other side, and it will keep on vibrating like this forever. This is for undamped case. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
When the damping coefficient C is non-zero, at that time, what is going to happen? So there are three cases. One is critically damped system. The value of C is such that the system becomes critically damped. In that case, when you pull the mass and leave it, it comes back to maximum to its mean position. It never ventures on the left hand side. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
It maximum it can come back to its mean position in the limit t equal to infinity. Happy? Similar observation can be made for overdamped system. Overdamped system also at the most come back to its mean position at time t equal to infinity. But there are minor differences in the responses. So those response differences we are going to study in the next class. And then we are going to start with underdamped system. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So this is how the course moves ahead. And once we are very clear about this critically damped system, overdamped system, and underdamped system, then we are going to study certain system parameters like this is damping coefficient. We will talk about damping ratio. Then we will talk about resonance. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
This is what we are going to do. So let us stop here today. You can type your name and roll number, ERP number in chat box, and then you can leave the class. किसी को अगर कुछ डाउट है तो अभी पूछ लो कितना भी सिली डाउट हो इट्स ऑल राइट आई एम देयर टू आंसर प्लीज आस्क द डाउट because this is extremely important concept as far as structural dynamics is concerned.